.57 liter Hemi Magnum. It's back when they were confused on their badging. This is the second shop that this thing went to, and they said they didn't have time to do it. Got an interesting one, to say the least, right now, boys. We might have stumbled on something. The lowest production number truck I've ever come across. Special edition. We're headed to go look at it right now. I'm not going to say anything until we get our eyes on it, but it's a little bit out of my wheelhouse because it's a little bit smaller of a rig. But from what I've read online, they only made 100 of this edition. And this one's a mechanic special in a sense. But I happen to need to go to the hardware store right down the road. And I was waiting to leave the house, knock out a couple other things. One of my buddies texts me and says, "Hey, you interested in this truck?" Sends a photo of it. I'm like, "Yeah, probably. What's wrong?" Get the details, talk with the owner. It's at the mechanic shop right next door to the hardware store. So I happen to be going over there anyway. So let's go check this bad boy out. See if we can make a deal on it too. I'm kind of excited. Normally I know what I'm getting into. This one, the rarity, I don't really know what the heck I'm getting into, but the rarity of it excites me. See if we can find this Chariot. Turn signal. There it is. Tucked in the back. What are the odds that they got the keys out of it? So, big brand. Alright, they changed their name. Let's circle around. Okay. It doesn't have the correct grille on it or the correct wheels. I wonder if he's got those. Thought the whole thing was losing clear coat, but it's the just the flares. Let's see what we got. Four-wheel drive. 04. It's faded. It's got the gangster seats. Oh man, I wish it was unlocked. Drive shaft is laying in the bed. Slight oxidation, but flares are factory. Backup bumper. So it's right there on the dash. It said there was only 100 of these made, but it's number 177. They backed it up though. Okay, so here's the situation. The drive shaft fell out of this thing. The old boy was driving it. He was already driving it slow because it was clunking, and he thought it was a caliper or something like that. So he was already kind of tiptoeing it. It said about 20 miles an hour. And then, well, drive shaft fell out. Reason it fell out? Because the nut for the yoke came off back there. So it looks like a 60 kind of a rear end. Look at that. Air ride. Look at this. This is crazy. It's got torsion suspension. And a newer trans. Let me RTV the drain plug. 5.7 liter Hemi Magnum. It's back when they were confused on their badging. Is this unlocked? That just worked. No shit. The nut is still in there. This is the second shop that this thing went to, and they said they didn't have time to do it. How to come back with some tools. Bet you I could drive this onto the trailer. I should call them and just make an offer on this thing. See if they got the keys in there so I could look on the interior, see if I can find what number this truck is. Blows my mind. My hand off. That's what boots are for, you know what I'm talking about? Alright, this is the part of the deal that it's out of my wheelhouse of sorts, because yeah, it's a third gen Dodge well, not diesel. Dang it. There's where it's out of my realm right there. But it's kind of neat because it is a 1 of 100 produced Evan Hearn edition pickup. It's like a NASCAR kind of deal. Basically, all I can tell that makes it a little bit different. Still got the 5.7 standard Hemi, but it's got fender flares, paint matched running boards, bumpers, and some pretty cool stuff on the interior. I have not really been able to find too much more information on this special edition truck other than they only made 100 of them, and we're looking at one. Four-wheel Dodge Cherokee of sorts will do for us here. 03, yeah, so it's an 04. It is one of the 100 built. Holy shit. All that, 137,000 miles. For 177, see, that's what's throwing me off. It's only supposed to be 100 of them built. I wonder if there's any other pamphlet. I'll have to dig through that and find out. Dang. Shoot. Look at the dash. Need to find some other kind of marking on it so I can find out what model. What speed bars. Somewhere that says something that would interest me on them besides that one on the dash, which I feel like's throwing me for a loop. Got an electric fan. It's weird not having. Nope, it's mechanical. Okay. Well, oh, that's cool. All right, ignition lights. Damn, sounds pretty good. Sounds like the exhaust manifold here clacking. We got an exhaust leak. The engine doesn't sound like it's ticking though.
I was thinking around 7. That's what I was thinking, because I figured that would give somebody, a couple grand to get it going. Because I don't want to undersell that part about it.
Yeah.
That part about the whatever it's going to need. I don't want somebody to figure it for the $500 deal when it's a $2,000 deal.
Yeah, that's kind of the unknown feeling of, is it going to need just gears in the rear end, or if it's going to need more than that, you know what I mean? Because that can spiral out real quick. But
right, and that's all something you actually can do yourself.
So I made them an offer based on what I've picked up some pretty nice third gen diesels for with a Cummins. Tires are shot, they're from 2018. Obviously we don't know the extent of the rear end damage. I'm thinking it could be alright, the nuts in there. if he's willing to swing a deal, I'll bring back some tools and try to button this thing up and see if it'll drive. Maybe drive it home, drive it on the trailer. I don't know. Probably drive it on the trailer. But, gosh. His asking-ish price is based on full market value with it fixed. And it's not... I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to go run to the hardware store real quick and then probably get some lunch. I might go get some lunch first, to be honest with you. That sounds like a better idea. Alright, everybody. I made a deal on that red Hemi truck. A little bit out of my wheelhouse, but I figured if I could get it for a number that would make sense, and we almost made it there. I think we paid my maximum. It would have been nice to get a little bit less. But what we're going to do is load up some tools, and I'd like to fix it where it sits. I think that's a possibility. I need to grab a floor jack, but I'm going to grab the impact, wire wheel, little buffer guy here so we can clean up the yoke and any other stuff. At the very least, I need to get the yoke back on it so that it can drive on the trailer or get winched on it without it binding up and possibly doing more damage to the internals of the differential. I looked online. The drive shaft, or the yoke nut size, is 1 1/8 to 1 1/4 inches. So I got this little box. It's got all those sizes in it, 1/2 inch drive. Plus it's also got the extension and other things I need to tear into the to get the yoke and the drive shaft apart. So need a floor jack and we should be good to go. I'll grab a trailer because I'm going to do this run solo. It's like right down the street. If everything checked out, ideally it would be nice if this thing could drive home. But we shall see. Stand by. Let's go get it. Oh, fired up the camera and almost got ran off the road. Getting his yoke off. Yokohama. I got 2 retard gloves, 2 righties, 2 refluxer hands. Maximum reflux. I don't know. What are they? 9/16? 15. No, man, where are they going to be? 5/8? Are they going to be American? They are. Oh, I was going to say, man, my kit doesn't have a 15 in it. Your joint still feels nice. That's what I thought. Man, the modern science of an impact gun. Looked it up. This rig is supposed to be torqued to 210. That little fella. Should have brought some brake clean. Old boy said he's gonna meet me over here. Got key fob and stuff like that. Is that popped off nice? It's nice that it's this design, or the nut's still caged. Oh no. What the hell? I had some sandpaper. See how much the wire wheel cleans it up? Then we'll go underneath. I gotta clean up the slip shaft too. Oh, well, let's do a nice job. I got a file on my Leatherman in case it gets a little too squirmy. Seems to be cleaning it up alright. Is it going to be 1 1/8 or 1 1/4? 1 1/4. Down there and put this Bad Jackson on there. Still want to put this on there so that I know that that pinion gear is not going to go back into the ring gear. And lock us up. That's got a lot of drag. Well, there's that. Well, it's not the most expensive Pema I've ever bought, but it is. Oh, actually, it's the cheapest one, to be honest with you. Let's see what that rear end does. I got the keys for it now. Stack this baby up. You guys see the 96 over there? He's parked in one of them spots where you're not supposed to park, you know? Okay. Getting him set up with something good over there? Oh, good deal. Thank you. Making noise. Well, it doesn't sound that happy. I'm gonna put the buzzer on there and see what it does. I think I'm gonna not even put the drive shaft in it. Pull it forward and back it up and load it on the trailer. We'll go home and put it on the lift. Assuming four-wheel drive still works. Nice little gym. Sure. Well, I'm starting to, I don't know. Every rig needs work. It wasn't that much money, but at the same time, it was a little bit more than I wanted to spend on a 1500 MI. But at the end of the day, it's one of 100 of those special editions trucks ever made. What does that mean? You tell me. I am not sure. It's got a nice Laramie bumper. That's cool. What was that? Rubber stick. So we'll get this rear end popped open and see how bad it is. They almost 1500s are low. You know what? I choose life. Nope. I didn't see any chunks come out with it. Did you guys? Dropped one bolt into the drain bucket. Wow. The pinion is messed up. I don't see anything. All the teeth are on the ring gear. Need to jack it up first. I probably should have just put it on the lift, but I wanted to find out. Oh, wait. Something popping.
Look at that.
Ew, dude, that's some nasty stuff. Oh, the camera took too long to turn on, but you heard one hot rod leaving, maybe? Oh, he's out the door. So, my buddy Chris came down here and helped me with a diagnosis. Backlash is pretty shot. There's a couple dings in the ring gear. Just honestly, a can of worms would be opened trying to save that bad boy. And it's just nice to have a second opinion. Our speculations are that the hot rod, that nut had been loose for a while, ruined the backlash, just out of spec. One thing after another. There's oil out all around the pinion seal. You could tell where it's been throwing it for a while. So we figured this rear end was actually shot before the drive shaft fell off. So we're going to just start investigating, going to pick and pull or something like that. You can buy this rear end brand new from like Jegs, and I think it was O'Reilly or something like that. Actually, you get the whole rear end for $1,700. But we'll see if we can snag one up from. Oh yeah, and the lockers. It's because it's got a weird locker on it. The clips, the retainers were actually falling out. Just a whole can of worms. But again, for the price I paid for the truck and for how the rarity of it, it's pretty slick. I could see this thing being a good truck without too much work. Nut and bolt check and new rear end. But I'm going to end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Check out the link in the description for all the goodies and affiliates, because tomorrow morning I'm going to go pick up another one of these. Not a Hemi, not an automatic, not factory bumpers. It's got an exhaust brake. We'll just leave it at that. I'm very excited about that next one. This one was on a whim, and the price was right. So we'll see you guys next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this rig. See ya.